Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Agabane101, and today we are playing SimCity. The game just came out a couple days ago on Tuesday. I believe it's March 5th or 6th. And you European and Australian dudes and dudettes are going to be getting the game on around the 8th. But that's kind of okay for you guys, considering the fact that the servers completely went kaput the day the game came out originally, and it's probably still that. It took me a little bit of time even to get logged in. I'm currently on US East, I think I am, on the second version of US East, so we're going to hope that that's going to work out for us today. I'm not entirely sure how things are going. But anyway, we're going to be playing some SimCity, and I haven't played SimCity since SimCity 4. I originally played, the very first SimCity game I ever played was, I think, in 2000. It was literally called SimCity 2000. I played that quite a bit. I was a pretty big fan of it. I was awful at it. I would always decide that I would get bored and just demolish everything with a tornado or something crazy like that, or floods and Godzilla monsters, random things like that. So today we're going to be going ahead and playing the game for realsies. Of course, I don't think there's any cheat codes for the game, as there were way back then, so we're not going to be doing any of that. But this game seems to be a lot easier for people to get into. It's still very complex, and I really do enjoy that part about it. So we're going to go ahead and learn more about that. And this is, in fact, the deluxe edition of the game, so we'll be getting all the extra bonus content. And this is in a video that you'll probably be able to check out on TGN, hopefully in the next few days. So they should be checking this video out and hopefully getting that up on TGN Central. If not, this video will be the one that informs you that you'll be seeing another SimCity video coming very shortly. But anyway, we can go ahead and click on Create a Game, and there's quite a few different areas that we can go into. My personal favorite is Viridian Woods. We also have what's another good one? We also have Titan Gorge. That one's a really good one as well. There's another 16 player one. There's Discovery Delta, which is very oceanic. Very large ocean in the middle, or lake in the middle, of course. But Titan Gorge, great place to go into if you're a new player. And then if you want to have a little bit more of variation, I would say that Viridian Woods is great because it has a few rivers in it, and it really diversifies the way that you play the game. And some of the roads aren't all connecting, so you have to very importantly make sure you know what you're doing with the game. So we'll go ahead and click on next here. We can name our region now. I didn't come up with one before I started this Let's Play. I kind of just started it, and yeah, I guess this is a Let's Play, so let's go with that. So we'll just call this I don't know. I really don't know what we should call this. And why do I want to keep saying Allah? I want to go with like Aqua Woods or something like that. And I can't see my keyboard, so this is how awesome I am at this. Wow. Okay. The Aqua Woods. I don't know. I hope we can change this later. Probably not. We're going to make a private region, so unfortunately you guys can't join me today. We're all going to be watching along today. I may do a public region on a live stream in the future, but not too sure about that. Now, there's a few things that you need to know about the map. Of course, the yellow lines are roads and the white lines are rail. However, all of this is very important for you can only connect your regions via rail and road. So these regions are connected via rail, which is in the middle here, and road. But these regions here are not connected via that because the road goes off the map and into far unknown locations, and therefore are not connected to these regions. So these will not commute. But these four regions will commute, these four regions will commute, and these four regions will commute. So we have a very large region with a lot of very interesting places, and these places will only commute with each other entirely if you have an airport. Also, other civilians will be coming from other places with airports as well, so that's also very important to take note of. Anywho, we're not too worried about that. We're going to pick an easy place to start on. I think this place is pretty good. There seems to be a lot of stuff here, except for it doesn't have any rail, so probably won't be shipping anything via rail, but it does have boats. It has a reasonable amount of coal, a very high amount of ore, a little bit of oil, a lot of water, and a bit of wind power. So most likely this place will be an ore and coal mining facility, and a little bit of oil if we can get some of that, but mainly specializing in ore and probably coal, because these seem to be the best things. And we'll also maybe decide on getting some of the water out there in the good old world around it. So we'll claim this place as our own first. It's called Wessex Bend. Now we can name this a little bit later in the game. But for now, of course, it'll be the way it is. Now, hopefully these servers are going to be able to handle this. I know that claiming a server is definitely one of the more difficult things to do for the EA servers currently right now, unfortunately. It's just that so many people are playing the game at once, so many servers are going up at once. The problem with DRM is that you can't actually play offline, so we'll see what happens here, and it appears that we are not allowed to claim this city, which is really, really, really annoying. But there we go, now we're able to go into the city and do whatever we want to do. As you can see, it's called, oh yeah, medium density avenues make a good region connection. That is very true. And we'll be doing all of that as soon as possible once we get loaded up into the game here. So yeah, if you guys are wondering what I think of the game so far, I personally really do enjoy it. Right now though, I'm a little bit disappointed with the way the servers are going, but it's the same way as Diablo 3. Whenever the DRM thing got mentioned, everyone knew that exactly what was going to happen. And so yeah. So you may notice that the color palette here is a little bit different than you probably would be seeing on other people's things here. I do have it on bleach, and you can actually change this around. I tend to like bleached. Let me know what you guys think of it. I'm pretty sure it's not going to ruin the experience for anyone. I just think it looks more realistic. The roads look darker, and the grass looks older, and everything doesn't have this new kind of look to it. I personally think it looks a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. Anyway, this is a fairly nice region. North, I believe, is this way. Going that way, I believe. I don't know entirely how the north, south, east, west thing works, but I'm going to go off on the idea that I'm pretty sure that was north. I was pointing there. Anyway, this is our little highway here. You can only connect to the outside world via this highway. Without this road, you are going to be in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, the road even goes across the river there, which is pretty useful. Alright, so there is a few things we need to do first. First thing I'm going to do is, I think, just build a lovely road here. Now, if we hold shift, we're going to be able to go all the way across, and for some reason it thinks that the roads are overlapping. Now, what are they overlapping with? I do not know. However, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go right about here. I think that seems reasonably good. Now, with your roads, you don't want them to go on forever. Or 5 ever, which I have seen in a quite interesting video previously. Only people that watch Jack's films will really know what that's from. But anyway, yeah, you don't want your roads going on for forever. God, that's going to be in my head forever now. But you want them to go about halfway, because up here is very important for shipping. You really want to utilize everything that's on your island. Now, you can't go overboard and utilize, everything down to the last ton or whatever they're calculating things in. I've been playing a lot of Anno 27, and that's why I refer to these things as tons. But yeah, you want to be able to utilize at least a section of this ocean out here, this lake out here, for us to be able to go ahead and do that. And wow, we paused the game and that plane is still there. That's kind of cool. All right. Well, enough of that. So now we need to kind of expand, and I love to expand with this lovely thing called dirt roads, which are the cheapest things in the game. For twice as much, you can go to the low density. For twice as much as that, you can go to medium density. And high density is when we get to a road that is as good as the medium density road. However, even though this is as good as the medium density road, the medium density road is the one that can upgrade to the high density, and then the high density streetcar avenues. However, high density streets are as good as the medium density avenues. They cost exactly the same, except for these ones a little bit better because the maximum density support is high, where this one is medium. As you guys can see that there. Which is definitely something you need to look out for. Of course, dirt roads only support the lowest of the low, the lowest common denominator of human beings. And we will bring this out like so. I tend to make sure that I get the most out of my intersections. I want it so when people come in, they either go straight, left, or right, and use that as a four-way stop. Because I feel like that is probably the best idea when it comes to this kind of land. Alright. So now we need to start prettifying our area. Yes, prettifying. That's totally a word. Let's go with beautifying. I think that's probably a much better word there. So originally, we'll start with a nice little square-looking grid-based style land. as we'll move up, we'll make it more curvy and a lot nicer looking. If you've ever seen places like in America, specifically New York lands, you'll find that most everything is in little tiny boxes and little squares, which work quite nicely if you've ever been there. However, they look extremely ugly from above in the sky. Alright, so we'll build out just a little bit here. We have about $30,000. We'll speed up time just a little bit so we can unlock some of our good things. There we go. So now we should have unlocked some things. Let me hit the tilde key here to pause it once again. It's going to allow us to make zones and power. You get everything from power right off the bat. You even get some coal. Now, since we have a little bit of air, we're going to go ahead and pick ourselves wind power plant. And the wind power plant is probably the best starting usage here. As you can see, its rate is 3 megawatts and 10 miles per hour winds. Which means if you have anything less than that, you're going to be making less power. We'll be getting around 8, I believe. And let's just plop this down here for a second. We'll get... It seems that we're going to get 7. So 7 seems to be the number there. So about 2.5 megawatts will probably be the most we'll get of each windmill. That's per windmill, by the way. It's not like in total once it's fully upgraded. Alright, so we're going to make this like so. You know what? Yeah, I'll do this. And then we're going to build a road right along here. Only $3,000 for that. And this side over here is going to be our industrial because it'll have all the wind going across this way. At least I'm pretty sure. Let me just recheck once again with our wind. What direction is the wind going? It's going that way. Now, nice thing about this game, it doesn't actually calculate when wind moves, so we'll always be having the wind in the exact same direction, which is a little bit useful. And we'll go ahead and throw our sewage pipe out there in a moment. I actually want to see where our water is located. Alright, so it seems that most of the water is located in the north. I'm going to be willing to give up the water down here, I think, because it's going to be a reasonable sacrifice. However, I will go ahead and plop this nice little water juice can down there. That's right, it's called that, a water juice can. Alright, we'll put this nice power generation here. The closer it is to your stuff, the faster it's going to be able to produce power for that stuff. And then we're going to have our sewage, which will go right next to that. And basically what this thing does, it actually just takes all your sewage through the road and plops it literally right out into the middle of nowhere. It doesn't bury it, it just lets it get eaten up by the sun, and then it'll get absorbed into the ground. Not exactly the nicest thing ever. You'll later want to get yourself a sewage treatment plant, but that is for another day. Today, however, we are preparing our city. Later on, we'll be able to get ourselves a town hall once we have power and water. This is extremely helpful. And then we'll also be able to get some garbage, a garbage pickup as well, which will be extremely useful. But for now, I think we have everything that we need to get us started, and we have a bit of extra money to spend on roads, which I always love when I'm playing this game. So you know what? Let's try and get a little bit of an intersection going on here. I'm going to put an intersection right here. And obviously these people are going to be really angry at me for doing that. But you kind of need a good intersection at some point in this game. And there we go. So when you have lots of intersections like this, it can really ruin your game. Or your main highway. Usually if you build off your main highway, things won't be so bad. Your main highway should only just have marketing on it. So that's how I tend to see things. So let's go ahead and put this nice little intersection in here. You may notice that this actually creates a U-turn. I believe you can just put one. Oh no, I guess not. But this looks like it just actually activates a nice little U-turn area for you. So if you can find a way to incorporate that into your build, that might actually be helpful for keeping cars from going all the way along the road, doing a complete U-turn and then turning right, which could be a little bit irritating. I've noticed that some of the cars actually simulate in that way, which can be slightly annoying, to put it one way. Alright, so now that we have a lot of stuff up here, we're going to need a few more roads. Let's build some roads like so. And yes, this is still very expensive. I don't know why it wants to lock to this second thing here. Now, these grids, they're okay in some cases, but they really aren't the greatest. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to go with this. I'm going to go with that and live with it. Alright, I don't know if we'll be able to make another set. Okay, we will be able to. Great. Okay. Wow. Alright, we spent a lot of money here, but we should be getting all that back very quickly. I just wanted to make myself some industrial goodness. And we'll even, you know what, we'll put some of the stuff here. We'll be replacing some of this with more roads and more reasonable locations for that stuff. And as for marketing, like I said, you want to build it along your main roads. And then the rest of these blocks here will be particularly residential. And up in the south here, I guess this would be of the entire map. Up in the south near the water will be where we live momentarily. Okay, and you know what? Amongst these great roads here, we're going to put some more of this good old blue stuff here. Because these will be the most used roads, and usually the most used roads will have all the nice little shopping areas for us to go to. And let's dezone some of the parts that we kind of messed up. That should be good. Alright, let's go into residential. Feel control down so you get those nice little squares. Have to be a little bit close to the edge, I guess. And there we go. Let's go into times 3 mode, and we should be getting people just zooming for our place. What? They have plumbing, they have sewage, they have power. You know what? Let me move in. I'm not sure if I'm digging this bleached out effect anymore. It's a little bit too bright. You know what? I'm gonna go and change that. Alright, settings, turn that off, and apply. Okay, there we go. Back into the game. I think that looks much better. I didn't realize that the light would make it look that shiny. But as you can see, we have plenty of people moving in here, and they'll go ahead and start working at our power station. They'll allow us to have power. If we click on sewage, you'll see that everyone's getting their water. If we click on power, you'll see that people are going to soon start getting power. As you can see, the power lines are moving on in, and people are going to have the ability to activate all their computers. However, these guys are very low wealth, considering these roads only are able to handle low wealth stuff. So they won't be particularly wealthy and probably won't even have that much in their houses for now. But later on, we'll be able to get some really cool stuff. So as that happens, we'll get some industry growing up here in the east. In the west, excuse me. No, this is the east. Alright, yes, they'll be getting the stuff in the east. Now, I don't know if this is actually large enough for more industry, so I hope this is going to be enough room over here for a bit more industry. We'll see in a moment here. If that's the case, we'll just have to bulldoze all these roads in the future. As you can see, we're now in the pluses. We didn't even have to take out a bond. Usually I have to take out a small bond. But I built this map a little bit differently. It's not as efficient as in that TGN video that should be released shortly. But it should be decent for now. These roads are a little bit larger, and I'm going to build some little things here. I think I'll do that right now. I'm going to go and build across. Yeah, I think that looks a lot nicer. Not enough simoleons. Well, ain't that just the worst. Now, you see that some of these roads are going to be a little bit overly populated. That's easily sorted out when the moving vans have stopped moving in. And then later, we'll be able to just simply upgrade the roads, and people's lives will not be miserable. As you can see, we're now almost making $1,000 at a time, which makes me quite happy. Alright, come on now. You gotta make this work. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the road must have glitched out. That was weird. Alright, grab this dirt road. That's really weird. Alright, there we go. No! For some reason, the game thinks I'm doing everything wrong, and really loves to tell me that I'm doing things wrong with these guidelines, but you know what? When I do things wrong, usually things look way better. But let's not worry about that too much. I'm just trying to make everything look nice right now. Look at all this marketing. Look at all the marketing, guys. This is crazy. I'm surprised how many marketers actually moved in so quickly. And lovely. The road is nice and useful. We're using a little roundabout at the end of it. And soon we will have our lovely city hall. Now, we are allowed to get that right now, but it seems that everyone wants some more industrial. So we'll go and fixate on those needs right now. Not enough simoleons on this yet. I really would like to wait just a small moment for me to get a bit more money. I'm going to throw over this this avenue here, which will connect to the industries, and so people will be able to use this road to get to their jobs instead of this crappy little dirt road, which is more of a utility road for the power. Dirt roads are great to use early on, but they are horrible for late game or even mid game. But for now, you know, they get us around. Alright, great. We should have enough to pay for this lovely avenue. There we go. So now the avenue is paid for, and we will be able to go on with our day of upgrading this business here. And I will build some crossroads in a moment. Too close to an existing intersection. Oh, that is correct. Alright, the game is correct about something here. So if we can... Oh, I guess it's okay if I do this, though. Alright, whatever. We'll go with that. Alright, great. Whatever. Let's go with that. And then... Oh, I was out of money there. And grab some more lovely industrial. You know what? We'll put some industrial here. Now, this is very close. Yes, it is very close to our own Sims, but most of the wind will be going this way. It will be polluting some of the ground here, so I don't expect much of these Sims down here to really be doing too much. And what does that say? I can't exactly see it. Servers are down, attempting to reconnect. Let's hope I don't disconnect on here. We'll see what happens. Since we have a square here, though, I'm going to put some more of this marketing business down. More of this marketing business. Alright. And fill this up with some more residential. Good. And yeah, whatever. I'll leave that for now. So it seems that we are flourishing quite nicely. And we can even take out a bond if we'd like. You know, a bond is going to let us have a little bit more money to spend some more cash early on in the game. However, it'll knock this thing down just slightly. And I don't know if I want to do that. I do really want to pay for some roads here, though. I want to continue building out my my lovely avenues. Get these avenues going on here. Let's build that out just a little bit. Because I want to make another intersection here. And how much is this going to cost? That's going to cost $5,000. That is a lot of money. And then I need another one that goes up this way. Alright, well, the hour can kick in a little bit faster here. Look at that traffic. Oh, have at least 100 commercial buildings in your city. Alright, great. As you can see, the main roads are definitely the most populated. And that is also mainly because I believe of a lot of moving trucks here. Actually, it seems to be a lot more transport trucks than anything else. But we can upgrade these big roads to be a lot better. They are really only 2 lanes, or I guess 4 lanes, if you want to count it that way. They really aren't that big, but they will grow as things happen. And look at that. I really like this. I really like this look. All the streetlights look really nice as well. Alright, looks like I should have enough for a little bit more of a road here. Great. Alright. So now we can probably go with just regular old high-density roads. Or can we? I don't know. I want to see how much this is going to cost here. Now, there's these nice roads called 90 degrees roads, which is what I'm using right now. I don't know if it's going to work too nicely. It doesn't tend to work the greatest, so I'm going to go with this, which is a nice little thing that allows me to go nuts with my roads, but not really sure if it's going to be the best here. I would really like to see... Oh, okay. What if we just do this then? Not enough simoleons, of course. How much would it cost? More than $10,000. Oh wait, nope. Just a little bit under. Alright, you know what we're going to need to do? We're going to need to build something here. That's straight. Oh, a straight line here. Build something here that's straight. Can I build out a little bit further? I'll build out to here. So that's $1,000 exactly. But you going to build a little bit further? I don't know. We'll leave it there. This is me just coming up with stuff on the spot. And then we'll build the 90 degrees here. Okay. Or, huh. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this, but... Alright, and then if we grab the curvy roads, I think it'll give us a line. That'll help us get over there. No, it's not going to give us a line. That's really, really weird. You'd think that it would calculate in a line for me to use, but it doesn't want me to have said line. And that is a lot of money wasted. No! Oh, this game. This game does not like me today. Alright, we're gonna have to... oh, this is gonna hurt. Ugh. Dat money, guys. Dat money? What do they want? They want more residential. Well, you can have your residential momentarily, guys. Actually, you know what? Since I just spent all that money... well... okay, hold on a moment. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make my mayor's house, because I know I wanted my... or, well, my city hall, excuse me, right here. Alright, bam. Everyone's gonna love me now. Love me more than everything. And then we'll continue building this stuff. Congratulations, Mayor, on your hard work. Yes, thank you very much. And we'll build this along here. There really is no rhyme or reason to my madness today. All I know is that when you build your first city, is that you want it to be able to work with everything. Like, you want it to have a decent amount of everything in it. And then once you move on to the other cities, your first city will be able to support that said city. Let's do this. Let's do this. I think that should be good. And then this. Well, maybe this. I don't know. This is just really an access road now. This avenue. Alright, that should be good. Looks a little bit fancy. Not the fanciest, but it's pretty decent. Well, people are freaking out. They want them jobs, and we're not giving it to them. Alright. Oh crap. Don't build anything here. Don't build nothing there. I need that for markets. And yes, this is a lot of marketing, but it pays off in the end. You'll find. So I'll throw this in here. Bam! And that'll be demolished whenever we build more residential over here on the left. Probably more industrial here on the right. Not going to go too much further. I don't think I'll go any further here, but I think for now, I think I'll get more lovely things going on here. I think that's indicating that there's a lot of people getting jobs now, which is pretty good. Always good to see when people are getting dem jobs. Alright, let's see how bad the roads are today. Let's go to upgrade. Oh yeah, we can name our town now, as this is telling us to do. So post in the comments below what you want to call our town. Because I don't know. I'm not good with coming up with town names. This road is red, but that's only because of all the moving trucks and people just finally getting a job for the first time in their lives. Or maybe once again, as they are moving over here. I mean, how are they going to be able to pay for all these markets? It's ridiculous. It is insane. Alright, I'm really digging this game, though. This game's playing pretty awesome. Except for up here. Apparently it doesn't really love me too much. Why don't you love me, game? Why don't you love me? I think what I'll do, though... oh, I really want to make this avenue go all the way to the left here, but... the thing about roads, if you delete them, it instantly deletes the item right next to it. So it will delete this this little water part, or water bucket there. Because what I want to do is I want to delete all this road here and then replace it with a lovely avenue, which would be great. However, I don't know if the game's going to like me doing this. Oh well, we'll have to live with it. Alright, so it killed a bit of that stuff. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. Because now we're going to have this lovely new road here. And that's going to go... I guess, actually that works just nicely. It actually goes and connects to that road right there. Alright, so now we can go back into dirt roads. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm making square roads. Good thing that was a square road, though. Whoa. Alright. Oh, man, this game freaks me out sometimes. Sometimes it just decides that it wants to do crazy things that I don't want it to do. Alright, and then we can start rebuilding more of this industrial. We'll just build industrial on the main roads here. No reason to throw marketing here. No one's going to be going this way anyway. For dat marketing. I will put some... I think everything around the city hall here will be mainly residential. We already have enough marketing, I feel now. And let's just continue building some more lovely industrial. Too close to an existing intersection. I thought I was connected to this intersection here. Can I please connect to this intersection? Game? Game's freaking out. Oh wait, it won't actually let me click on that. Alright. Bam! Bam! There we go. Alright. Okay, so yes, this industrial will probably freak out everyone. Why are you building industrial so close to your town? Well, it's because the wind is going this way. And I don't really care too much about my people anyway. Because I'm a horrible, horrible human being. Alright, so now we can... I think we need to build an intersecting line here, though. I mean, these guys really don't have that much access, I don't think. Well, do we really need an intersection here? I mean, we have 2 avenues on either side, and all I have to do is just drive straight into work, so... I tend to think that less intersections is better. So, you know what? These guys are fine. I'm gonna go with they're fine. What do they want? Do they really want that? What? Worker shortage. Oh, okay. Sorry, we have a worker shortage. I was gonna say. What do we have? Oh, there's some medical problems going on because of all the industrial. That makes sense. We'll put a nice little hospital clinic here. This is gonna be a really long video, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we can upgrade this to a city hall. Now, city halls are really nice. They allow you to start working on getting departments of finance, safety, tourism, transportation, utilities, and then later on a SimCopter, which allows you to fly around your region as a mayor, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Also, we need a city hall sign. Of course, city hall signs are important to the growth of our city. They will make our city grow. No, really. Signs are useless. If you don't have money for signs, then something's wrong because those only cost like $200. But all right, so now we have a lovely clinic. Clinic comes with a nice little ambulance here. It has access to our main roads, which is our 2 main avenues here, which will be able to get us across everywhere. So we should be good on that aspect. Sims tend to get sick very easily when they are around industry. Industry. So keep that in mind. Sewage seems to be doing pretty good here. Yeah, it's all going directly in there. I love how it stops slowly and then like actual sewage works. It goes dun and then dun like suction. Cause science. Science is cool. Said me in the past. Alright, we'll get another road here and we can now build a bit more lovely houses. I don't know if these houses are going to actually be able to thrive, but we'll see what happens. And then we can build some more houses over here. Yes, and once these roads are able to upgrade, I think... What does it take? Oh no, is the server glitching out? Let's try and click on this, and then back to this. There we go. The server takes time to actually load these things for some reason. Alright, so this only supports low, and this one will support medium. So we need to upgrade all these roads to medium. It says medium density streets for them to actually upgrade into larger density homes, I believe. And also wealthier homes as well, which is very important. Let's see... Oh, thank you. I love how when you're using squares also, that the game registers them properly. Look at that, 7,500. And that is beautiful. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build here, and then I'm going to build, I think, a crossroad. Like so. If I can. Come on. Oh no, I wasted money on that. Oh my god. Isn't that just the worst, guys? That is the worst. Alright, I'm gonna do what I did with this road here and just build this one out all the way here, and then follow this damn line. Too close to an existing intersection. Well, isn't that just the case? Isn't that just the case? Is this really straight? Like, it's not straight. Ugh. Ugh, guys. Ugh. This game does not like me. You can see the line there too. I'm not crazy. Oh wait, the intersection is right there. I see. I get it. I get it. Alright. Well, this is why the game doesn't like me. Well, I could just demolish this road, but then these people will be very sad. But we don't care about people today, do we? Let's go ahead and click this. Murder. The best kind. We'll put some houses right there for them to use, but now we need fire and we need bus transportation, or else people are going to hate us. Well, first things first, building this road is... Roads overlap. What kind of roads are overlapping? I don't quite understand your logic. Oh, there we go. There we go. We now have our cross section. Much better. People will stop freaking out. Alright, so now we have $70,000 to be able to spend on our fire department, and we'll put our fire department right here. I think most of our city's importance will be here. And you know what? We'll even have to spend a lot of money on our police. Now, in the Digital Deluxe edition, we get Max's Manor, which will allow us to build a superhero that's worse than the police station. So we'll not worry about that. Everyone knows that Superman sucked, and that Batman did all the work. Wait, what? I don't even know. Alright, so there's that. That is done. We now have police station, we now have fire station, we have a clinic. Not exactly a hospital, but it's a clinic. And we'll check all this stuff out real quick. See what things are going on here. How many patients are being treated? Ooh, we're getting borderline there. We're gonna go ahead and edit. Your first look at the editing page. I have no idea how long this video is gonna be, but it's probably gonna be about 10 years. Because there is a lot to do. So what I just did there is I just extended the patient room ring. There's nice little dots here that allow you to add things to them. This is really expensive to do though, so we're not going to really worry about it too much. People can walk to the clinic, and people can get the ambulance to take them to the clinic. If they are dying, or if they stub their toe, they can go directly to that clinic and not have to worry one bit about what is going on. So luckily in this case we don't have to worry about that. Let's see here. All fire trucks are responding. Usually places that catch on fire are industry or places right next to industry. As you can see, this house is on fire. Let's see, set to 400 degrees. I'm just gonna crank it up to 800. This is what the Maxis studio had to come up with when they were making these fires happen. Luckily it's raining. I believe rain actually assists in helping fires go out. It doesn't help too much, but it helps a little bit. So if your fire department is incompetent, well, hopefully it's not going to be incompetent anymore. It looks like we're having a little bit of a power shortage here, so let's go ahead and click on this good guy here. And the thing that usually stops us from running out of any sort of power here is adding signs, of course. That is the most important thing. Now, we actually need to get some small horizontal blades. Now, we can upgrade to large horizontal blades, which actually produce more power. However, they are less consumptionist. Or they take up more room, excuse me. That's what I meant to say. And the vertical turbine, which is pretty damn awesome. It does 15 megawatts. It only costs twice as much as the previous, as you can see there, and 3 times as much as the starting one. It takes up about the same space as the small horizontal tube, I believe. Can I click on this and check? No, I can't. But I've seen them before. They're pretty small. Anyway, we're going to add just one more here. Or I guess it doesn't really want to. Oh, you can also build service roads, which is what I wanted to do originally. I guess we can attach them to this road too, so that's kind of useful. And then we can put this guy here. Alright, I guess this swing was like, not exactly... Oh, these aren't symmetrical. Well, that's going to throw some people off. I guess they're symmetrical in their lines though, so that works. Alright, so now we are producing a bit of excess. I think you need a worker per one of these turbines to look after the turbines, but that's all I can really think of. There we go, now it's starting to turn, and we're producing more and more power. Also to keep in mind that this goes down to 1 whenever you look at things in your editing, so you don't have to worry about the game freaking out and having a lot of people die. One of my favorite things here is the fact that you get to see a lot of power. All the power go around the areas. It's all relative to the roads. If you're producing power... Oh my god, these guys had no power for a long time. Well, at least they're going to be a little bit more happy. Yes, become happy, my friends. Power is now yours. I grant you the gift of power. Delightful. Look at this. Oh man, it's taking them forever. Yeah, it's all road-based, so power is going to have to go all the way from over here, down this long, long road, and get over here, and hope that the power doesn't decide to go down the main avenue or any other friggin' road that's here in the game. Apparently this thing wants me to get some more police. Let's go check this out. Unless he wants Maxis, man. Mayor, we have reports of some crazy guy that calls himself Dr. Vu threatening the region. There's only one way to defeat him. No regrets. You won't regret this. Basically, you want to go ahead and get yourself Maxis Man. He's expensive though. He costs $10,000 more than everything else. What's this guy going to say? He's probably going to say, "Can we throw?" That fire truck was slow to get to that last fire. Oh, okay. Let's get a fire alarm. Oh, I forgot about the fire alarm. Fire alarms are actually serving practical purposes. They do cost a lot of money. Henceforth, that is why they are for a practical purpose. They make sure that you guys actually know what they're doing. And then we'll also probably want to demolish that little marketing place there and add an extra fire truck, because we have a fairly big area to work with, and that should be good. So now they should take care of all the fires that happen in our region. And we should probably start and go ahead and make more places for our simmies to live. That's right, simmies. That's what they're called. So we have a decent amount of industrial. We have a decent amount of people to live in our place. And now I think, I'm not sure. This is a lot of room to make some stuff here. If this was anno 2070, I'd probably put my monument here. However, monuments actually get their own little place to go build things in. But as for now, I think this is pretty good. From what I've seen so far, there's not too much more to go on, other than building a few things like, of course, upgrading our roads. But I think we need to work on getting Department of Transportation. Seems to be like the best one to get. And this actually transfers on to the entire region, I believe. Yeah, like the regional buses. So you actually can make it so people can take ferries and passenger rails and buses, or highway buses between your cities, which means you can get more tourism going on, or at least just have people work in different areas. So from what I've seen, I think this looks pretty good. Our traffic doesn't seem to be too bad, I don't think. Seems that some of the traffic going along here is a little bit bad. It's only 3 a.m. in the morning, so of course we're not entirely sure, or I'm not entirely sure if this is the worst in the world. Of course, there's a lot of moving vans going on here. We need to start working on getting some schools. We need to work on getting some bus transportation. But I think that is for another episode. So, without further ado, if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. And you'll be seeing some more SimCity in the near future, like in episode 2 of this series. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.